Hello everybody, Epic Mewtwo here. Today we have a brand new Pokemon Duel update. That's right, this update will go live tomorrow and it's version 3.0.3. So we're going to take a look at everything that we're going to be getting in this new update and losing in this new update, kind of sadly, but we'll get to that in a minute. So I'm going to go over everything. There were some figure buffs, so we're going to look at those on SEREBII just like last time because they're kind of easier to showcase on there. But yeah, we're just going to go through everything that's within the app itself first, and then we'll head over to SEREBII. Basically, just telling you that tomorrow there's going to be a maintenance that shows you the time, the release, and that they fixed Magikarp's ability Rapid Evolution. Not sure what was the problem with it, because I personally don't have a Magikarp, but assuming that's a glitch, that there was something wrong with it, that's getting fixed. So for anyone who is using that with Magikarp, there you go. And it basically just tells you can't play the game during maintenance and all that kind of stuff. And also giving you a little heads up, maybe you want to back up just in case, which I actually should do. Anyway, on to the next thing. We have 4 figures that are getting stat adjustments. And sorry, my chair just creaked there, which is Charizard, Zygarde, Metagross, and Tyranitar. Now we're not going to go over these here because it's kind of in broken English, which kind of stinks. Like, there's no upper limit to the damage that can be dealt by Charizard EXs, and then that weird space there, chain fire, or a chain attack fire spin, so it is a valuable figure that can handle any blah 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 blah. It's just very broken English. SEREBII does a better job of showing it. And also, it's kind of interesting there. Just wanted to point out that it was kind of cool that they said that Charizard would be a good counter to Yveltal. I never really thought of that, but definitely makes sense how that works. But yeah, and I'm not being sarcastic. That kind of sounded like it, but I'm being serious there. Here is what I'm talking about, that we're losing some stuff in this update, which kind of stinks. So basically, everything that you see here in this whole list is going to be removed from the banners that you can summon from in the shop. So you know how they have the one where you can do a single summon with 50, a double with 100, and then the recommended quadruple with a guaranteed rare or higher. All of these Pokemon are going to be removed from the banners in the next update, which is very unfortunate, but I'm sure this is to, add more Pokemon to be able to come into the meta and for them to be able to add more cool stuff in the future. So that is Mew, Lucario, Infernape, all 3 Deoxys forms, which is kind of strange since it just came out. Like, it was the most recent new Pokemon in the banner, but whatever. Steelix, Heracross, Machamp, Onix, Ghastly, Flareon, Umbreon, and Girafarig, Natu, Hariyama, Poliwhirl, Purloin, Natu, Executor, and Riolu, which, in sequential order are EXs, rares, and uncommons. So all of those, I'm just going to give you a little bit of a visual here, are not going to be available here, which you can see up here. It says recommended booster and recommended booster. All of those Pokemon are going to be removed from the banners here in the next update, which kind of stinks. As you can see, they're all here, which glad they're not removing Rayquaza, because I still want to pull Rayquaza. But yeah, you can see some of the Pokemon are listed here. There's a few that are in here right now that aren't going to be removed. But yeah, so that's all we got for news in terms of in the game. I'm going to show you the figure buffs on SEREBII now, so let's hop over there. Alrighty, so unfortunately, at the time of this video's recording, they don't have this section where you can actually look at all the lists of figures updated with the new stuff. As you can see, there's no version 3.0.3 here yet. Oh well. Oh well. I would say, oh no, usually, because then we wouldn't be able to look at it here. But we're able to look at a comparison because, luckily, it's all here on the homepage, which is very nice and actually a lot easier to look at. Although it just kind of stinks that we can't look at it side by side with the changes from last time. But I'll just skip between the tabs, so it'll be a-okay. So yeah, like I said before, 4 Pokemon that are getting buffs are Charizard, Zygarde, Metagross, and Tyranitar. Really excited for Charizard because I have him on my main account, and I actually do have Metagross on my alternate account, so that's exciting too, as well as Tyranitar. But yeah, anyway, so let's take a look at Charizard first. Charizard's ability, he's going to get the ability Speed Booster, which increases his movement by 1 if it has evolved. Right now, his ability is nothing. So basically, if you evolve Charizard from Charmeleon to Charizard, and I would assume, well, actually, you don't have to run Charmander. You could just run Charmeleon. But if you run him, Charmeleon, I mean, and you evolve him into Charizard, he's going to get 1 more movement, which is really helpful because he only has 1 movement at the moment. And even though he's super, super powerful, it just kind of, hurts him a little bit in the way that he only has 1 movement, so you probably more run him, at least I do, usually more defensive. But this will definitely help if you're trying to use him as an attacking unit, which is great. I actually don't think I have a Charmeleon, so I'll have to try and pull one. But yeah, so that's it for Charizard. As you can see here, he just had no ability before. Or at least that's it for Charizard in terms of his ability. And then Iron Tail is being changed to Dragon Tail, which I believe here, that's just the name. I don't know why I clicked on the other version there. I believe it's just the name of it. And that's probably more to match with the animation. Not quite sure what the animation looks like because I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, they're just changing it. So there's no actual number change there. Just changing the name of it, which isn't really a big deal. Then we move on to Zygarde here. So Zygarde's 80 attack is being changed to 100, and its 60 attack is being changed to 70. So as we can see here, this was the 60, and this was the 80 before. That's the wheel. So yeah, definitely getting some good buffs there. I've heard that Zygarde was kind of so I do feel like that these buffs will definitely be really good for him. Especially, most Pokemon with 100 attack are, I mean, pretty decent, at least I feel like that way anyway. Now we move on to Metagross here, which is already really good. Metagross gets the ability Rapid Calculation, which ignores ability Forced Respin effects. So, that's Zygarde. Here we go. So before he had no ability, now he's getting a Rapid Calculation. So basically, if there's a move, I can't think of one off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure you've seen it in a duel before. Either you get it or your opponent gets it, and then there's options where it's not always all 3 of these, but it's either 2, 1, or all 3 of these, where you can both spin again, you can just have the opponent spin again, or you can have yourself spin again. So basically, he's just getting ability where that move put onto him, or, ability forced ones as well, doesn't do anything to him. So that's really cool. I really like that. Then he gets Metal Claw being raised from 80 to 90 here, which as you can see here, it's 80 here and 80 here. Wow, that's actually going to be both then. That's pretty cool. But yeah, like, it's the same move, but it's in different spots. You know what I mean. But yeah, so that's being changed from 80 power to 90, which is pretty cool. And then we have Tyranitar. And Tyranitar is getting a new ability as well. Speed Booster, which, let's look over here. He had no ability before. And that's actually the same ability that Charizard's getting. And as you can see here, he only has 1 movement. So this will actually be really helpful for him. So basically, that's just the same here. If he evolves from Pupitar to Tyranitar, then he's going to get 1 more movement, which is really good. Also, he's just a good character in general, I feel like, because of Earthquake. And speaking of Earthquake, Earthquake's size piece is getting increased, which is just incredible because as you can see here, oh, I guess it doesn't have everything listed for good old Tyranitar here. Interesting. Because I know he has Earthquake. Weird. But anyway, that just must be a little bit of a misinformation on the SEREBII website here. But anyway, he has Earthquake. I'll actually put up a screenshot on the screen right now because I have a Tyranitar of what his real wheel looks like. Then Bite's power is getting increased from 40 to 50, so that's pretty cool. The positions of Earthquake and Crunch are swapped, which I'm not sure if that'll affect the gameplay. Not too sure, actually. how that'll work, but hey, that's there. And then the size of the missed piece is reduced, which is really cool. So yeah, that's it for all of the buffs and such. What kind of does stink is if you again read in the app, which I'll just keep it on the screen so you can keep looking at those buffs. But if any of these Pokemon that you have, if you've leveled them up or leveled up their C level, which is, you know, using green cubes and then leveling them up so they can have like 81 attack, you're going to have to reallocate those. They don't lose them. So if they're level 3, you know, take for example, which I think my Charizard is, he doesn't lose that level, but you just have to reallocate where you added the little bit of added space to your different sections of your spinner, if that makes sense. Same thing with the C level. You're just going to have to reallocate where the number 1 or where the 1 damage is added onto, if he's max, of course. Otherwise, he'll just retain that number of C level that he has, because, you know, you need a certain amount before you can actually level up the level completely. Or with EXs, you'll need 1. But you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, that is gonna do it for this patch. I really like everything that we're getting. Kind of stinks that Deoxys is going away because he just came and I still want to pull him. Not just came, but he, you know, he's been here for a little while, but I haven't really got a chance to pull him because, you know, our video that is going to be on screen right now didn't do so hot. But anyway, that just kind of stinks, but oh well, you know, whatever. Still have to use a couple booster tickets on him. Play the Fighting Cup a couple more times, maybe try and get some more booster tickets. But yeah, enough of my rambling. That's going to do it. If you like this video, please give me some feedback. Maybe leave a like. I know I never say that, but I hear everyone saying it now. So just like, I mean, do I say it? Do I not? I feel bad for saying that, but I don't know. I know it's just kind of a YouTube standard. But anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Epic Mewtwo out. Peace.